Dear Shrestha viewers, welcome. So in the last class we discussed about the business cycle, its features, its phases and measures. Yes, we have already known all these things, causes and consequences. I really appreciate your effort and your level of understanding. Your interest is to the next level, so even me, I am boosted up with lot of energy to teach you many more concepts today. Till now we spoke only about the one part in BEFA, that is economics. Now we are going to see collectively business economics. So today's topic is business economics nature. We are going to talk about nature of business economics. Is that clear? Now how is its nature? How does it affect everything? So when we are clear with the question, we will be having the answer with us. Yes? First, let us see two definitions that is given by Spencer and Sigelman and Geraldine. Okay. So, Spencer and Sigelman says that the business economics, okay, is the integration of economic theory with business practice. Economic theory with, that is, plus business practice. It takes the integration of both to run the business, to take care of all the business activities and management activities and decision making kind of stuff, everything. Okay. Then what is said by Geraldine? The business economics which takes the help of managerial economics for taking decisions, some management aspects, then which uses the business economics, which uses the policies in decision making, is termed as managerial business economics. The business economics which takes the help of policies is called as managerial business economics. That is said by Geraldine. And what is said by Spencer and Sigelman is it is the integration of economic theory with business practices in order to facilitate decision making. Okay. Now these are the characteristics. 7 characteristics or nature of, this is called nature or characteristics of business economics. Let's see the first one, business management. Now here it says its nature. Actually, business economics is only considered with business management but not with the another managerial concepts. Here, don't you think business and management are both different aspects? They are two different aspects. What is business? We already saw buying and selling of goods and services. Where did management come here? Here also management is involved, but we are not using that term. Management is the art of getting work done through others. Managing. Now we said business is an activity of selling, buying and selling goods and services for profit. Now, who are doing business? Who are selling goods? Who are purchasing? Who are maintaining the books of accounts for all these sales and purchases? Who are actually taking these decisions? Who are actually implementing that? All these people comes under management. So, business is different, management is different. Business is just buying and selling of goods and services for profit. And management means art of getting work done through others. Okay. So we have 14 principles of management and even more characteristics for business. But for now, I just discussed the difference between business and management. Now we have both the terms aside, business and management. But you know what is the difference between those both terms? It is beside, but it has a lot of difference. Yes. So here it is considered that business economics takes care only about the business management, but not about other skills that are actually required in the management, like conflict management, problem solving, decision making, this kind of stuff. Okay, business economics is only concerned with business, not with management. Management includes decision making, management includes problem solving, management includes conflict management, goal setting, etc. These are all the characteristics of the management, qualities of management. And where the business economics is involved, it is only involved in the part of business, like buying and selling of goods and services, demand, supply, etc. That's what it is saying. It is only concerned with business, not with the management. Management includes all this decision making, conflict management, problem solving, etc. Clear? First point, and also the difference between business and management. Okay, now let's move on to the next point. Sound framework of traditional economies or technologies. It takes the help of sound framework of traditional economies. Okay, that is coming from years and years to solve the problems of business again. Okay, it takes the help of frameworks of traditional economies but not the modern economies. Okay, then it is microeconomic in nature. Now, business economics is the microeconomic concept. What is microeconomics? It is a part of economics, okay, which is only concerned with small things like business, individual, but not as the whole. Okay, so business economics is microeconomic in nature, where microeconomics is also only a part of economics. Understood? Okay, business economics is microeconomic in nature and microeconomics is also a part in economics, which means it deals with only individual units, individual businesses, but not as a whole. Means it considers only a company's profit but not the net worth of all the companies of the world. This is the simple example. Clear? So that's why it is microeconomic in nature and it cannot hold much tensions. Okay, then it is pragmatic. Obviously it will be pragmatic and very clear and very practical because it is microeconomic in nature and it doesn't have much pressure on it like macroeconomics. Yes, it is very practical and crystal clear in all these concepts because it observes everything very practically like a magnifier like that. Okay, so like how we use that thing like magnifying glass, it's that clear like that. It's really pragmatic, which means practical. Each issue is notified very clearly. That's the reason we are studying each part of business like demand, supply. We are seeing everything. In a page, you just see some terms, words, management, business, demand, supply, quality, goods, services. but when you apply a magnifying glass like this, you can see demand very in a large sense. Okay, then we start studying the topic of demand, and then we'll see supply. We are going to study supply. Again we are going to see some other rent. Again we are going to study about rent, where rent is a very small topic, but we are studying it as a large sense. And factors of production, intermediate goods, finished goods, capital goods, etc. So it is very pragmatic, very clear. Then utilization of macroeconomic theories. Now because it is microeconomic in nature, it always thinks in the small view. So in order to take some business decisions, in order to sustain its business in the long life, it has to take some strong decisions, right? So that's the reason it will be using and knowing some macroeconomic theories and concepts in order to facilitate decision making, problem solving, these kinds of things. Okay, so in this part it is going to use the macroeconomic concepts. Then goal oriented, like problem solving. Directly, what is the problem, I'll solve it, like this kind of thing. So that's the reason we found out the measures for business cycle also. It is goal oriented. What you want, you will get it. Just you need to find out the steps and measures to control it, and then you can achieve it. So it is goal oriented, and it is a great problem solver. Business economics is a problem solver, and it is a goal oriented. And then it puts the theory into practice. Like it puts a theory, many theories are there, management theory, managerial economic theory, and business economic theory, whatever it is we are studying, it puts into practice. Now as we also put it into practice, once after completing our graduations, we go as an economist, analyst, etc. We take decisions, we make many changes, policies, etc. Aren't we putting the theory into practice? In the same way, business economics puts the theory into practice. So these are the 7 features, characteristic features or the nature of business economics. What is that? Business management, which means the business economics only is concerned about the business, but not any other activities like related to managerial economics. And then it takes the help of sound framework of traditional techniques, and also it is microeconomic nature. It is pragmatic and clear, that is practical, and it utilizes the macroeconomic concepts, and it is goal oriented, and it changes the theory into practice. What are the 2 definitions given? First definition given by Spencer and Sigelman is, it is the integration of economic theory with business practice, ET plus BP. Okay. Then the other one is given by Geraldine. It says that business economics linked with some policies, using some policies to make decisions, is called managerial business economics. If you use some policies to frame decisions, etc., using some policies, then it means that it is managerial business economics. Okay, clear about this concept, business economics and its nature. Now let's move on into the scope of business economics in the next class.